Hey nutmegs, Jody B here. Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome to Flavor Town. Today we're gonna be doing a meatless Monday meal. We're gonna be making some mushroom Philly cheesesteak subs. If that sounds good to you, then let's go. So the first thing we want to do here is just wash our veggies. So here I have some green peppers. I'm also going to use some red peppers and then or mushrooms. You want to wash off your mushrooms and get the extra dirt off of it. So here I sliced my veggies and I just thinly sliced the peppers and the onions, and then we're going to go ahead and slice up mushrooms. So I want to kind of slice it so that it's nice big pieces, so about this. So I'm just going to slice it all the way through. The thing about mushrooms too is that mushrooms shrink so much. They shrink to about half the size. So however much you think you need, get a little more, because this is gonna get down to the size of nothing pretty much. And there we have our sliced mushrooms. So to a hot pan, we're gonna go ahead and add our onions. As you can see here, I'm just tossing it around. You're gonna cook this for a good 10 minutes. You want it to cook really slow. It's gonna caramelize. It's gonna get really sweet. If you do not like onions, I promise you, this doesn't taste like your regular onions. This tastes really sweet, really good, and it really complements this sub. Typically, a Philly cheesesteak, traditionally, it has thin slices of beef, and then it has the onions and the peppers, and then it's topped with the cheese. Here in our vegetarian plant-based version, we're just doing the mushrooms. Mushrooms are really good for us. Mushrooms have antioxidants, which are cancer fighting. They have some protein, they have tons of fiber, they have vitamin C, they have potassium. Potassium is really good if you're somebody who you have high blood pressure, because potassium kind of balances out the sodium. So if you are somebody who is hypertensive, then mushroom is a good vegetable to go ahead and add into your diet. So off camera, I went ahead and added in our green and our red peppers, and I'm just going to allow this to cook for about another 10 minutes because we really want this to get nice and soft as our onions are. Our onions are also still in the pan. They're going to continue to cook and caramelize and get really yummy. So we're going to cook this for 10 minutes. And to speed up the process a little more, you can add a little water just to get some steam in the pan, and this will help the veggies to cook a little faster. So this is what I did. That's why you see it steaming like this. And just a quick note here, if you do not have mushrooms, don't worry. You can use soy chunks, veggie chunks, soya chunks. You can use tofu, just slice it up into pieces and add it. That would be a really good substitution here. This recipe is very, very versatile, so use what you have. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. Look how golden brown and wonderful these onions look. And then we have our peppers that are cooked. They're not as soft as I want quite yet, but we're gonna go ahead and take these out, and we're gonna fry up our mushrooms, and then we're gonna put it back in and put everything together. In the meantime, I have this hot pan here going because I want to toast my bread. So I just have some sub rolls, just some plain sub rolls, and I'm just gonna put a little butter on the inside, and I'm gonna put it down and just toast it. That way the bread doesn't get very soggy when we put all the veggies and the cheese in. Okay, so I just melted a little butter, and then I have my bread, and we're just gonna brush in a little butter. Not a lot, just enough to get it crisp. And then we're gonna toast it. Just put it down. You're gonna hear that sizzle. And repeat it with the next one. I'm just doing 2 for now because I do want to try one with you so you can see me eat it and I can tell you how it is. And I want to also be able to take the picture that I'm going to put up for this. I'm gonna just 2-3 minutes. We're not toasting it a whole lot. We just want it a little crisp. I don't know if this is gonna fit in here. Oh, it did. And then you can put a little pressure if you want to get it nice and crisp. So this I'm gonna transfer to a bowl, and then we're gonna get on our mushrooms. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. This looks really, really good. What we're gonna do is go ahead and add back our other veggies, so the peppers and the onions, all this deliciousness back into the pan so we can put everything together. And it smells so good. Smells delicious. And then look how colorful with the green and the red. Oh my goodness. My mouth is watering. This is smelling like heaven right now. Okay, so let's season this bad boy up. We have salt, garlic powder, black pepper, thyme, ginger, brown sugar to balance the heat out, some soy sauce, and a little bit of a liquid smoke. This is just a liquid form of smokiness that you can put into your food if you want it to have that little, like almost like a barbecue, but this definitely gives it a nice flavor. We're just gonna add a little bit, not too much. That's probably about half a teaspoon, very, very little. And then we're just gonna toss everything together. I turned this down because I didn't want anything to burn. We're just going to turn it back up. Make sure this is all combined. This smells amazing. And then of course you can taste along the way. Make sure that the seasonings are to your preference. The thing I want to do is, or the last thing actually, I have some provolone cheese. You can use vegan cheese if you are vegan, or I'm gonna go ahead and use a regular cheese. And then what I'm gonna do is, because I only have 2 here, I'm gonna make it into a size, like a mound in the size of the bun, so I can get everything on. I can always add extra later. And then I'm just gonna put my cheese on here to melt. Melting our cheese, and I'm just gonna do 2 for now since I only made 2 rolls. I'm gonna put this up a little higher, and to make it steam up a bit, I'm just gonna get some water and put a little water in there so that the steam can melt the cheese and get it all gooey and lovely. It's really melted already. I didn't even need the water, but I'm just gonna put a little bit. All right. This will also help the other part not stick. Turn down the flame. And then this is the tricky part because you want it all together. So I'm just gonna get my bun ready. Oh, wow. That looks amazing. Just gonna add a little extra bit here to the ends. So good. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and add a little extra cheese just to cover the other bit of the sandwich. Now for the best part. Let me have you take a look at how yummy that looks. As I said, I only did 2, but there's definitely more for leftovers. Look how juicy that looks. Look. Wow. Amazing. So let's take a bite. My mouth is watering. So good. Mmm. Wow. So flavorful. That nice crisp bread, the meatiness of that mushroom, the spices. It's a little spicy, but not too much. I taste the ginger, the thyme. This is so, so good. Wow. I swear, I don't try to outdo myself, but sometimes, man, mushroom fell out. Wow. I really hope you try this recipe. So good. You're not missing the meat here. So many veggies, so many nutrients, good for you, delicious. You're not missing out on anything. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please come on, join the Spice Gang, join Flavor Town. I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. Bye.